masturbate before you go on a date. And this is why. I know most of you will not agree with me, but this is why. When you do this, when you go on a date, you will really realize the Johnny and Karanja who just come, who bring the dick to the table. Because now you're just thinking with your head, you're not thinking with your other head. Today you'll just have to forgive my background noise because my neighbor just had a baby. Congratulations to her for being a new mom, but that baby doesn't want to be here, and I can tell from the way he has been screaming. So bear with me, the screaming is going to be there. I've tried. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and on this episode we are going to be talking about our traumatizing date experiences. So sit back. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to Way channel for exciting, fun and relatable content every week, every Monday specifically. And this episode is a bit too much, so we'll just get right into it. Let's just dive in. So I'm still new. I'm a baby on online dating, and I get a friend of mine who tells me, let's get into Tinder. So I'm like, okay, let's do Tinder. So at the beginning of Tinder, you're so naive. You're the naivest person there actually. Tinder is the ghetto. I'm not even playing. I mean, it would be exciting if we are going on Tinder when you're in another country, but in your own country, especially in Kenya, it's the ghetto. I am not making apologies. So I'm on Tinder, I swipe, and I meet with this amazing, cute Oga, Nigerian guy. And he's all talking, he's nice, he's sweet. You just know how these people can be so romantic sometimes. And now I'm wondering, it's 12 p.m. ish in the evening. We are from the same area, from our little pet talks. And he says, we are close, why don't we meet at Mambo Grill? Mambo Grill is somewhere Kasarani Uko. So I'm like, I don't know where this Mambo Grill is because I wasn't so familiar with the place yet, but I decided, you know what, let's go. Plus, I mean, he's a serious one, because everybody that I've been meeting was just trying to chat on WhatsApp and ending without trying to plan a date. So I dress up, I'm leaving. I go to Mambo Grill, he's already seated there. Tell me why this guy just came. He just showed up. Like, no effort at all. He didn't even dress or anything. So he just showed up. From the pictures, he was, a little video call here and there. The video call, literally the way he was since we met, it just came like that to the date. But I brushed it off. I was like, okay, it doesn't matter. So he asked me, what will you take? Mambo Grill already hits a club bar-ish. So I'm like, oh my god, it's evening. I told him I wanted coffee, and he was like, oh, we can't go to TRM, there is traffic. And so anyway, I just decided I settled on beer. So I'm way through, just drinking my beer, and I noticed he's not ordering for himself anything. So I'm like, why aren't you ordering? I don't like beer. Oh, okay, excuses until he ended up just drinking, I don't know, it was Crest or Stony. But fine, the date is over, and I'm going home now. I take a bike, but before I panda the bike, he's like, can I take you home? I'm like, no, it's okay. I mean, it's bike. What do you mean, can you take me home? Take me home when you have something packed there. You're not going to be squeezing my ass on a motorbike that I'm already paying for. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is, I get home, the guy also gets home, he follows back with a call. Hi, thank you for coming for the date. Everything is, at least at this point, everything is not so bad. But let me tell you when the way moment comes. This guy asked me for my schedule for the next day. I'm like, I'll be leaving my house around 12 to go somewhere. And he's like, oh, I think I'll get you coffee in the morning, because I told him I'm a morning person, I wake up in the morning, Evo. So he was like, oh, I'll get you coffee in the morning, 6 a.m. We're talking 6 a.m. 6 a.m. I'm like, oh my god, my delusion was, I'm so delusional. I'm so delusional. If it's love, I want it delusional as possible. So I'm always in my head imagining how these things are going to be nice. So he says, I'll get you coffee in the morning. So in my head I'm like, oh, he's so sweet. I mean, he's going to get me coffee. He's going to wake up so early that by 6 he's already at Java or at cafe. He brings coffee. You know, if you would have just said, can I come see you or come over, unaenda hapi kwa nyumba ulipi rent, singesema eh. But with this coffee thing, I was like, oh, it's a sweet twist. I mean, it's a sweet twist. He's going to be at Java, and once he's at Java, he's not going to just come with coffee. Yeah, I'll make some order. I'll order some sausages, I'll order some omelette, let me tell you, I didn't even sleep that night because I was waiting for morning. Morning comes, he's like, hi, how are you? He asks for the apartment and the street. I tell him. So tell me why this guy arrives 10 minutes later. 10 minutes later, he's like, I'm at your door, come pick me. I go. And voila, I'm not seeing any art cafe, I'm not seeing any Java. I'm like, what's going on? But I'm like, let me relax. By the way, do you know how inviting someone to your house in the morning is stressful? Because now I have to wake up, I have to clean, I have to, you know, all this anxiety about a new person coming in. And I'm going through it in the morning for you to lie to me. We get in the house. I'm still calm about it. He had carried an Uhuru bag red. So I check inside the Uhuru bag. Tell me why. This guy bought a Mac coffee and Nescafe sachets and bread. I'm not healing from that. In the morning at my house, 6 a.m, coffee, sachet, and bread. Okay, I know you'll never see this, but in case you see it, that was so lame. That was so fucking lame. I was trying my best so that he leaves, and now I have to cook the coffee or boil water. Yeah, and now the whole time he's just talking, asking me, how do you listen to this? He's having the remote, he's whatever, putting his songs, and the whole time I'm like, I am so disappointed. He didn't mean like Java, he didn't mean at cafe. This guy was there literally meaning, I'll bring coffee sachet to your house so that you cook and you can have with bread. That was the lamest shit ever. I'm not even healing from that. And hey, and the way you people hype these guys at it, oh, Nigerians are romantic. I was like, if this is the romantic, count me out. As soon as the coffee was done, boy bye. I left my house earlier than I had planned to because I was like, be going. Anyways, on to our next. So these ones are the ones you guys sent. And you people are going on bad dates. You people are going on fucking bad dates. I'll just read. There was a certain nigga I went on a date with. All the time he kept bragging on how rich he is, how connected he is, and how he knows this big fish in the government. Red flag. He talked too much like a parrot, but when the bill came, nigga had the audacity to tell me that we should cost share 50-50. Like what the fuck? I paid my share and left and blocked his fucking ass. Yes, because I'm not paying on a first date. Why are you inviting me if you're not paying? Leave me alone. Let me be in my house. I think at this point I'm single because number one, I'm not paying for first date. Secondly, me hata sina fare kukuja. There was a time I sacrificed my fare, my only money to go on a date. I went to Two Rivers Mall and then this person ghosted me. He didn't show up. Now I'm left at Two Rivers Mall with my 100 bob in my pocket. I couldn't even buy myself pizza. And the whole time, and you know, Weirdly enough, I had insisted not to go on this date, and he was like, please come. I'm like, no, I don't have finances to be on that day. He's like, no, I'm paying for everything. Guys, I got there and he ghosted me, so I had to just use the washroom and go home. Anyway, next, overdressing. Overdressing manenos, alafu napata boy child amevaa Timberland na ragged jeans. Kwani Timberland na ragged jeans ni mbaya? I was expecting a gentleman and sassy at the same time. I wasted my makeup and time and everything. Where? Hadi nisha developed tabia ya kuuliza mtu umevaa nini? What's the occasion? Well, okay, that was a way moment for her, but for me, I don't think that's a way-ish. Oh, how bad does Timberland and jeans look? Ragged jeans look? I don't know. I don't think I would really mind if the behavior was complimenting, you know, someone who's sassy. I wouldn't really look on the dressing, but at least show up. I mean, show me you had time to prepare for this date. You're coming to impress. You're coming to impress me, because that's what we do, women. We just go on a date to impress. Okay, so just talk about dates going wrong and everything all together, because at this point I just feel like some of these dates are going wrong because of me, because of all of us. Because anyways, so let's talk about things you're supposed to do, at least according to me and a little knowledge I've gathered with my ears, you know, old body. So there are these things I've gathered about what you should do before dating or going on a first date. So number one, go on master dates. Master dates are personal dates. Make sure you're always investing in going for a date by yourself. Go and enjoy the ambience, you know, enjoy what you would, so that you know what kind of date you really like and you enjoy. So rather than just, you know, the only time you get yourself on a date is when you have a significant partner that you're planning to date, you see, whether it's a man or a woman. And yeah, so I think that one sets the base, so that you're like, if someone is calling you for something you don't really want, you're like, no, I prefer this. Yeah, so the next one, don't leave your drink unattended to when you're going on a date. When you're on a date, if you go to the washroom, just know the drink you left on the table is over. We are starting a new one. Kama ni beer unafungua ingine. Kama ni drink mlikuwa mnakunywa unaweka ingine. Hiyo yenye ilikuwa umeacha hapo kwa meza, it's a gone case. So another one, make sure you're not horny while going on a date. I know this is controversial, but please get your vibrator, get your dildos, do the work, masturbate before you go on a date. And this is why, I know most of you will not agree with me, but this is why. When you do this, when you go on a date, you will really realize the Johnny and Karanja who just come, who bring the dick to the table. Because now you're just thinking with your head, you're not thinking with your other head. And you're just confident, you're bold, you're glowing, you know. And you're just there, you're existing, and you're waiting to see, so what is this about Karanja that is not about Johnny? Okay, but when you're not horny, I mean, it's simpler to just pinpoint at the exact moment that this one is a Kadinya, you know. But when you're horny, you will not know. You will know after the post-nut clarity. You're like, this was a fucking Kadinya. Okay, so yeah, smell good. I mean, if it happens that it's a good date, you would want that you smelled nice, and that you will remember how you smelled. She will remember how you were smelling. I mean, just put the effort. Look good, look gorgeous. Okay. We also have therapy. Can you just please go to therapy? There are free therapies. Yeah, let's just go to therapy, guys. Yeah, and the people who say they don't need therapy are the ones who need it most. You'll be out here projecting on people. So you're not answering my call, you're talking to another man. Which man? Please heal, okay? Can we run when you see red flags and we know them? And weirdly enough, as women, we have our instinct. Please listen to your instinct. Don't even question it, don't judge it, don't be like, what am I overthinking? No, if the instinct kicks and it like, run, girl, run from that date. It's not a good one. Run. If someone is a mommy's boy, run. Why are we even still here? If he's a gym rat, run. Well, yeah, run. The exceptions come later. But if he's a gym rat, please run. If he's a liar, run. There's nothing else. If he's broke, run. Men have attached their worth to money. If they have money, they feel they are more worthy. If they don't have money, they feel like they are not worthy. And they will project this feeling of feeling unworthy onto you, especially if you have money as a woman and they don't. You will really have it rough. So if he's broke, run, run. I'm not, I say something like, let's go with the flow. Run, run. Honestly, I appreciate knowing where we're going to, where this is going, what do you want, why are you here. Going with the flow is not for me. I mean, run. Our mental health tip for the week is gratitude. Practice gratitude as much as possible. Just learn how to say thank you for life, thank you for the air you breathe, thank you for good clothes, thank you for all those things. When you're grateful, you get more things to be grateful about, because that is the vibration you're attracting. And if you're complaining, you're attracting the same vibration, and the universe will give you more things to complain about. So until I see you in my next video, I love you, take care, bye.